Good morning, children. Children, good morning. This is Standard 5 English. Lesson 3. Good morning. Good morning. This is Standard 5 English. Lesson 3. A small step. Lesson explanation is completed. Last week we did not get a class so that we could do the recap of the lesson. Activity I have shown, some children have attended. Better close your camera. Shresh, close your camera. Some children have attended. They know what is the activity, but some they haven't. So I will repeat the activity today so that whenever you get time, you can do it with the materials available at home. Close your camera. Bagdi, also close your camera. Now, lesson 3, the title of the lesson is A Small Step. I will be doing the recap of the lesson and then I will show you the activity. What is the meaning of a small step? The title of the lesson says A Small Step. Is it a small step we should take when we are walking? Or we should ask someone to take small step when they are walking from one place to another? No, it is not that. The title of the lesson, A Small Step, means a lending hand, a helping hand, an initiative that we should take from our end, that helping nature, something will to do. Children, if there is a will, there is a way. Some children are very smart, they grasp things very faster. Some children are average, they understand the concept after some time, after reading a couple of times. But there are some children who are slow learners. There are some children who are slow learners. They need more time to grasp. They need more time to understand. So we call these children as slow learners. So what we have to do? We just can't ignore them. They are part of everyone. That is the intelligent children, the average children, and the slow learners. Intelligent children will grasp, there is no need for them to tell again and again, they will do it on their own. Average children will take their time, they will read a couple of times, understand the concept, and do it. But the slow learners, they need a push, they need a support, they need a help, they need guidance. Then they will do it. So, children, this lesson, a small step, teaches us so many things. The characters in this lesson, the characters in this lesson, Niyati, the Dhobi's son Sudhir, his parents, Niyati's parents, and the school. Of course, the character from the school is not mentioned, but the child goes to school. At times, we are very selfish, even in our class. At times, we are very selfish. We don't want to share our things with anyone. We don't want to help our friends who need our help. We become very aggressive at times when they come and ask you for help. We just say no to them, we deny, and we show our back to them. Things which you can do easily and you can be help for others, don't hesitate. God has given you talent, you are smart, intelligent, make use of that. Help your neighbors, help your friends, help your brother and sister with whatever you can. So, this lesson, a small step, teaches us many things in life. In the story, there's a girl called Niyati who is studying in a high school, and every day night before going to bed, when she goes to the window, she sees a small little boy sitting under the street lamp and preparing for his class. Maybe his notes, writing notes, or completing assignment, or reading the lesson, or doing some project, something. Every day night she observes him. This little boy comes from a poor family. His parents are poor. They somehow manage because they are poor. They might be having a laundry where people give clothes for washing and for pressing. So the parents are busy taking care of their work, and the child has been admitted in a good school where Niyati studies, and the child must be an average child. No doubt, the child is a hard working child, but he needs a push. So Niyati, when she sees the boy every day sitting under the street light, she wants to help him. She wants to help him, and she discusses the matter with her parents, especially with her mother. And she says, "This child Sudhir is so hardworking, he is so honest, he sits under the street light and completes his work, school assignment, notes, projects, till his parents return from work. And he must be having a tough time managing everything and going back home, then having his dinner and going back to sleep." So she decides to help him through some or the other way, and her parents also agree. So she has a word, she talks, she discusses with Sudhir's parents, especially Sudhir's mother, and she tells Sudhir's mother to send Sudhir to her house so that he does not face any problem. Not only that, she shares all her books, the reference books, what she has collected, the reference books, what she has collected in the house. She gives it to him for reference to complete his assignment. She lends her computer to Sudhir to complete his project or to make use of the net to find out or collect or gather information what he requires for his project. In this process, in this process, in the beginning, Sudhir was hesitant because he was feeling shy to go to Niyati's house because he was used to sit under the street light. He was used to sit under the street light and complete his work. But gradually, slowly, he starts getting close to Niyati and her family. That hesitation, what he had, that shyness, what he had, slowly started disappearing, started vanishing, started disappearing. So he started becoming friendly with Niyati. Niyati is to sit with him, Niyati is to sit with him, and she would help him complete his work by helping him to gather information or to complete his project. So, in this way, Niyati was a help to Sudhir. By this, Sudhir started developing his self confidence. He started becoming more and more intelligent, more hardworking, more interested, and more creative because he got help and support from Niyati. He had not to sit under the street light because Niyati had called him to sit in his house, in her house. She also gave her lap computer to use. So things started changing. There was changes in Sudhir's lifestyle, and he started performing well in school as well as completing his notes and assignments on time, and he would go back when his parents returned from work. So he was showing interest even in school because Niyati helped him. He was getting help. He completed the assignments on time and submitted it. He completed the project what was given to him in school. He submitted. His notes were completed on time and he was able to revise or prepare himself for the upcoming exam. And not only that, he started taking part in the inter-class competitions that is to be conducted in the school. He started taking part in the inter-class competitions held at school, like he took part in the debate competition and he got a prize. So this was the drastic change in Sudhir only because he got help from Niyati. One fine day, he comes home very happily and he comes to Niyati's house to express his gratitude. He comes to express his gratitude. What is gratitude? Gratitude is nothing. When somebody does a favor for you, they help you, support you. You have to show your, you should appreciate their feelings for you. You should be thankful for that person. That is gratitude. Children, your parents do so much for you. They go beyond the way to help you out with studies, your requirements, your birthday celebration, your outing, your eatables, everything. They see that whatever you demand is fulfilled. Do we say at least once thank you to our parents? No, we don't say. We just complain, we argue, we fight, and we keep comparing, and then we remark. It is wrong on our part to do that because our parents they care for us, they love us, and nowadays both the parents go out to work so that they can fulfill our demands. So it is our duty to be thankful to them. It is our duty to say thank you, to appreciate their love, to appreciate their hard work, their effort, what they do for us. But we are very selfish. We only grumble, we only complain, and we are very greedy. We want more and more and more things. So, in the similar way, in the story, Sudhir, he feels very happy, he's very excited. He comes to Niyati's house. He comes to Niyati's house and he wants to express his gratitude. He wants to express his gratitude to Niyati because she helped him to complete his assignment, his project, his notes, and to gather information from the net. So he comes to Niyati's house and he calls her Didi. Didi in the sense we call Didi to a person who is elder to us. Maybe he didn't have a brother and sister, so he felt Niyati is like his elder sister. And he thanked Niyati for the help and support she gave him. And he says, "Thank you, Didi. It is only because of you that I was able to complete my assignment, my project on time and submit. And not only that, I have taken part in the debate competition and where I have got a prize." And Niyati feels very proud and very happy because Sudhir has improved in his studies. He's got a help, he's able to concentrate because he comes home to Niyati's house and completes his work. So this is what we learn from this lesson. If Niyati had not helped Sudhir, he would be still sitting under the street lamp and doing his work. So, what our parents do for us, what our grandparents do for us, what our uncle, auntie do for us, what our brother and sisters do for us, what our cousins do for us, what our relatives do for us, we should appreciate. We should show our gratitude. We should show that we are thankful to them for whatever they do. They might buy you a dress, or they might take you out, they might send you a present, or they might give you a call and talk to you. They need small things. Children, we should learn to appreciate. When you learn to appreciate, then you learn to value things. So this lesson teaches us a beautiful message. We cannot be selfish. What are we going to take? Since 2 years, since last year, you know what is the situation going on because of this COVID 19. Many people have lost their jobs. Many children are unable to go to school. Many children don't have the net facility. Many children don't have spare mobile at home because parents go to work. They are sitting idle in the house because there is no way for them. Your parents are struggling, they have purchased new mobiles, some parents have purchased computers, parents have purchased laptop. Why? So that you don't face the problem. You attend the class, you prepare for your lessons, you study for your exams, and you score good marks. Are we thankful to our parents? And we only grumble, we only complain, we only compare. So this is wrong on our part. So this lesson gives a beautiful message to all the children, not only children, to all the people who are selfish, who complain, who grumble. We should appreciate what we have. We should be thankful for each and every person who is helping us, guiding us. So this is the lesson. In the end, when Sudhir comes to Niyati's house and he says, "Thank you, Didi." He says, Sudhir comes to Niyati's house and he says, "Thank you, Didi." He beamed. "I have got an A plus for my project on whales. I've also won the prize for the best speaker in the interclass debate competition. I couldn't have done it without your help." So Niyati says, "Congratulations, congratulations, Sudhir. Don't thank me. It's your hard work." There's a beautiful proverb there which is relevant to the lesson, which is relevant to the story. There's a beautiful proverb. A journey of 1,000 miles. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a small step. Niyati smiled, feeling proud of Sudhir. What is the meaning of this proverb? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a small step. Children, the meaning of this proverb is life is too big. We have to come across many hurdles. We have to face many problems. As you all know that since last year we are facing this problem. You children are not coming to school, and we teachers we have to come to school so that we are in touch with you, so that we can educate you, we can give you, we can share knowledge with you, so that you don't miss anything. There are many children, who are unable to avail this facility. It is because of the situation. So we have to thank God, and we have to thank our parents, we have to thank our teachers, because even teachers have family, teachers have children. In spite of everything, we leave everything. Teachers come to school so that we can give you information, we can update you, we can teach you, we can make you understand. So you all have to be thankful for each and every person who is helping you. So this is the message, beautiful message given in this lesson, a small step. So with this, the lesson is over. Now I will show you simple. Now I will show you how to make a simple card. You can make right there. It can be a thank you card. Thank you card showing your gratitude and your appreciation for the person who helped you. What you can do, you can just take, you can take any color card sheet. Okay, you can take any color card sheet. If you don't have a card sheet, you can take any old card that is available in your house. It may be a birthday card, a greeting card, or a wedding card. You can take that, and then you can give a shape or cut it into design, and you can paste white paper. The paper will cost you only 1 rupee, or if you have any craft paper and anything, you can just paste it around so that you cover the old one. Okay, then what you can do is any card sheet, any color, or any card, greeting card or invitations that you get, you have craft book with you, your old craft book, your brothers, sisters, or old ones. There are small pieces, square pieces of papers, colorful papers given. With that, you can cut small designs like this, small flowers like this. Okay, small flowers like this, any color which you like. Then you can make it small, big, anything. Okay, Srinath sir will show you how to cut flowers and leaves and cut leaves and all. I don't know where I had kept it. I all misplaced it from this class. Then making use of that old card or any card sheet, you can cut designs and paste like this. Cut designs and paste like this. Okay. So this is your front portion. Okay. This is your front design, anything that is available, and inside it is like this. Okay, it is like this. It is a card. I have folded it in the center. I have folded in the center, and I have made a pocket like section inside. Pocket like section inside. You can see here. Can you see my finger? I've made a pocket like section inside. Yes, I pasted pink color. I have pasted here. This is a brown color card sheet I have taken, and I have pasted yellow color card sheet on this yellow color card sheet, and I have made like pocket and I have pasted here. Okay, I have cut it from here so that you can put your finger, and I have pasted here pink color strips. Why did I paste this pink color strips? I pasted this pink color strips so that I can write here to whom I want to give this card. It can be to your mother, it can be to your teacher, it can be to your sister, it can be to your brother, it can be to your tuition teacher, it can be to your grandparents, anybody whom you feel that you should thank them. Right? Then I have taken, you can do it with your hand. I have cut a cloud here with white paper. I have cut a cloud. Can you see here? What is that written there? What is that written in the cloud? What is written in the cloud, children, there? Can you see this here? I'm pointing out here. What is written here? What is written here? Nobody can see what is written here. I have written there, thank you. Yes, I have written there, thank you. Can you see? Can you see, children? Hello? Can you see? Then I have cut strips. Yes, I can put my finger here. And I am going to write, I'm going to express my feelings here. It may be to a brother, sister, grandparents, mommy, daddy, or tuition teacher, or any friend. and you write your feelings here, how you want to thank that person. I have just put here, thank you. Okay, so this is one. No, no, when I will tell you that time. This is the card. Allow me to speak, I'll give you time. This is the thank you card that I have made, okay, using what is available with me. I have not taken any more decorative items, only the card sheet, white paper, color papers. Yes, I only used it in cuttings and I've pasted, and this is what I have made. Yes, so this is the card that I am going to give it to my mother, because my mother takes care of me and she does everything for me. So I should appreciate my mother's hard work for me. So this is a card for my mother. So you can make one card like this way and you can give it to your mother. Or else I have made one more card. I've already made it. See, I have taken a card sheet. Okay, it is in rectangle shape. I've taken a card sheet, yellow color, and inside I have pasted. Listen first. Don't interrupt me. Okay, and then I have made designs. I've just taken the color papers and I've cut flowers and leaves and I've pasted key. And I've taken a white sheet and I've pasted here. I can write my feelings there, or whatever I want to say. Thank you, or whatever I want to say. Can you see this? In the similar way, even outside I have decorated. Can you see? Can you see? Yes. This is one more I have done. Okay. Next one, I have taken again card sheets and I have put my hand and I have taken my fingerprint. I have taken my fingerprint. Okay. I can write here whatever I want and I can put it on the wall or I can put it on the notice board. It may be to a friend. I can write the qualities here. What is that friend doing to me? How is the friend helping to me? So this is a simple one that I have used. You can try this also, and you can give it to someone whom you like in the house who does things for you. Okay, this is second one. There are many ways you can show your gratitude to your elders at home, brothers, sisters, parents, your tuition teacher, or your friends. So, this lesson gives us a beautiful message, a message of love.